G'day and welcome back to the nation. Today we're going to be covering Mega Sceptile builds. Alright, we've got Sceptile and Rotom locked in first, then we'll go Garchomp and Sylveon for backup support. What you do want to run with these teams but is majority of the time, Sceptile, Rotom, Garchomp and Basculation. You only swap in someone Aerodactyl or Sylveon for control of Staraptor or speed control. Alright, so his first two leads are Manectric and Hawlucha. So, we'll go for the Mega Evolution with Sceptile, Earth Power onto the Manectric, and then we're going to discharge with Rotom Heat, get the Lightning Rod boost, and do damage to Hawlucha. This combo has been running amok, because not only does the discharge boost Sceptile, you have a high chance of paralyzing as well. No paras that turn, and then Earth Power should drop you. Very nice. Just depends on who you're throwing out next though. Aerial-Ace. I don't know why you wouldn't have triggered that into Sceptile. Hydreigon. Alright, we're going to rinse and repeat. We'll go Dragon Pulse for Hydreigon, and then we're going to discharge. Anything that really comes in now is not going to stand a chance against Sceptile. That's exactly what we want though. And Dragon Pulse. This team absolutely sweeps. It just depends on who you throw in at the start. And the victory bell. Earth Power, and may as well go for one more boost. Why not? Make sure that you do have your Rotom scarfed as well though. You need him to always fire first. Alright, that first match just went down without a hitch. Alright. Probably one of the biggest menace to our team is a Whimsicott. But I have the feeling they're going to go with Pelipper and the bridge guy. I'm having a mind blank. So we'll go our normal lock-ins. But we're going to throw Aerodactyl and Sylveon for speed control this time. Just in case Whimsicott comes out. Archtalon, that's his name. I couldn't think of it. I figured yous would do this. Alright, so we'll Mega Evolve and we'll go into Earth Power onto the Archtalon. Then we'll discharge. Pelipper could use Tailwind, but we're going to take the chance that we'll drop it first turn. And Archtalon should not survive this. We've got our Lightning Rod boost. Oh, of course it's Stash Pelipper. I may have messed up if it goes for Tailwind. We got the Paralyze, come on. Get parried. Come on, don't use Tailwind. Alright, there goes Archtalon. Hurricane, we should survive that. By a bee schmeckle, but that's alright, we lived. And they forfeited it. I'll take the win, buddy. Alright, judging from this team, it could be a Trick Room team. So we need to be careful of that. And then we'll go... Who's going to be back up for this team? Go Garchomp and Basker. I just got to be careful of the Gardevoir. And I think even Girafarig, or whatever it's called, can set up the Trick Room. Gardevoir and Rotom, yeah. Alright, we'll Grass Knot and Mega Evolve into Rotom because it could know Blizzard and it knows Hydro Pump. And then we'll Discharge like usual. Or do I go for Gardevoir? No, we'll take out Rotom. It could know Blizzard and Hydro Pump. Even though we could watch out for Trick Room, I think that's more priority. Alright, we're faster. Ooh, Rotom survived. Holy crap. This may not be good. Never mind, you just gave me an extra boost. Ooh, that's not gonna be good. Never mind. I take that back. Normally ice moves shred my Sceptile. We're a very glass cannon. Alright, we'll Earth Power the Gardevoir this time and Discharge. Never mind, they just quit. Alright, this team's going to be a bit more difficult. Just because of the Swampert and the Whimsicott. Do I go Aerodactyl this time or... Yeah, we'll go Aerodactyl and Sylveon. Just because if that Whimsicott comes out, it's going to be a pain. Alright. Whimsicott Charizard. I figured as much. Whimsicott is an absolute pain in the behind because it's probably Prankster Tailwind. Alright, we Mega Evolve and go to Detect. And then we'll Discharge. Because there's a chance it may use Moonblast, but I highly doubt it. We're faster at the start, but that means nothing just yet. Mega Charizard. Which is honestly not a great matchup for my Sceptile. Alright, we've got Detect off. Tailwind, I figured as much. We're going to have a hard battle with this. The Detect was smart. I would have liked to see more damage on Charizard. Alright, what do we do here? We're going to switch into Aerodactyl. And I'm going to fire off some more discharges. I'm just going to keep baiting the other one and try and get as many discharges off as possible. We are going to take a bit of damage, but I'm going to have to try and protect and switch around. Just until I can either drop the Whimsicott or get rid of this Tailwind. Alright, Aerodactyl just got taken out. Discharge goes off. Why couldn't we get the crit on Charizard? Alright, I guess we're on Sylveon, because it's not going to be very effective against fairy moves, and we can tank a fire move. And we'll discharge again. The reason I use Protect, even though we're Scarf, is because I'm going to be switching around. Exactly what he's doing. That's not great. Neither is that, because you're who I need to take out the most. Well, I just locked into a Scarf Sylveon for no reason. I'm going to have to switch you back out now to be useful. Yeah, that's right, I'm Scarfed. I just said that. Do we go for the double Protect? No. Let's go. I don't think you'll fall for this. And then we'll overheat. Encore failed. Alright, that actually worked. I didn't honestly think they would fall for that. But I really should have targeted the Whimsicott, you idiot. Yeah, see, that was that turn I really needed to do that. No, I stuffed up. I think I just threw the match by that. I needed to hit the Whimsicott. Alright, we're gonna go... I'm not sure if we should, or do we detect? I'll risk the biscuit. Yeah, I definitely should have hit the Whimsicott. And that's goodbye, Sceptile. I wasn't going to survive the regular Ice Beam, let alone the crit. I ain't throwing in the towel, but we're going to struggle. Oh, let's go, Sylveon. I guess we go Hyper Voice. Do I try and hit both, or no, we go for the overheat? Oh, we should tank that Ice Beam. Yep, that didn't do much at all. No freeze, no freeze. Moonblast. We're eating that. Hyper Voice. Of course, Whimsicott survived on one. Why wouldn't ya? Alright, the Whimsicott's gone. We may actually be able to pull a comeback with this. Maybe, let's see. That lefties isn't going to be helpful, but... And Charizard. Oh, that's right, we're locked in. Hyper Voice is all we can do. I honestly totally forgot he had Charizard in the back. Hopefully we survive this. Charizard used Protect. Which means I could have really used that damage on Dragonite. Oh, Dragonite's almost done. Yeah, see, if I would have discharged then, that would have been the smarter option. I have not fought very smart with my plays on this battle. If I would have targeted the Whimsicott with the overheat earlier, it would have been a big difference. And if I would have just targeted Dragonite, that would have been a big difference. I think that may end us. Yep. That's a rip run, I think. We still managed to survive somehow. Why didn't I discharge? I would have won. %, this Dragonite's going to have extreme speed. If I would have discharged, that would have made the world of difference, man. Yep, there it is. That battle was actually so close. It was my predictions that screwed up on there.